Bittorrent value equivalent to $0.131 a coin. The present exchanged cost range is at 1,134. The earlier day close was in 132. The change was 0.1 for 76%. Converse rate as to BTT. Bittorrent gauge for July 2024. To start with cost at $0.169. Exorbitant costs maintain 2 while low costs maintain in 169. They found the middle value of cost in 186. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's ends in 196. Change for July 16%. Bittorrent cost expectation for August 2024. In the first place, cost at $196. Exorbitant costs buffet in 196, while low costs both in 153. They found the middle value of cost PFN 178. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's ends in 165. Change for August 15.8%. Bittorrent gauge for September 2024. In the first place, cost at $165. Exorbitant costs 1224, while low costs spontaneous 165. They found the middle value of cost MISAN 181. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's ends Marsden in 191. Change for September 15.8%. Bittorrent cost expectation for October 2024. First and foremost, cost at $0.191. Exorbitant costs $5, while low costs paid in 179. They found the middle value of cost ANI in 192. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's ends at 192. Change for October's of 5%. Bittorrent estimate for November 2024. First and foremost, cost at $192. Exorbitant cost in 239, while low costs Bison in 192. They found the middle value of cost to much in 212. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's ends Masna in 223. Change for November 1%. Bittorrent cost expectation for December 2024. Before all else, cost at $223. Excessive costs on 242, while low costs price 921. Be arrived at the midpoint of costs Pointhos 225. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's end spasm at 226. Change for December 13%. Bittorrent figure for January 2025. Before all else, cost at $1,226. Excessive costs by Dean 248, while low cost on Mastian 216. The arrived at the midpoint of costs 1,231. Bittorrent cost conjecture toward the month's end space 232. Change for January 27%. Bittorrent cost expectation for February 2025. Initially cost at $0.232. Excessive costs bottom 25, while low costs Pasnan 218. The arrived at the midpoint of costs 234. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's end Spician 234. Change for February 0.9%. Bittorrent figure for Walk 2025. Initially cost at $0.234. Excessive costs lower than 264, while low costs Spician 226. The arrived at the midpoint of costs Mesian 241. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's end space near 243. Change for spring 38%. Bittorrent cost expectation for April 2025. To start with cost at $0.243. Exorbitant costs within 266, while low costs Suzanne 232. They found the middle value of cost Otoman 248. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's ends Meisnian 249. Change for April 25%. Bittorrent gauge for May 2025. First and foremost, cost at $0.249. Exorbitant costs Platfium 275, while low costs Bosnian 239. They found the middle value of cost Portian 255. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's ends Bosnian 257. Change for May 32%. Bittorrent cost expectation for June 2025. Initially cost at $0.257. Excessive costs Pinsan 285, while low costs Pistan 247. The arrived at the midpoint of costs Plasma 264. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's ends Bosnian 266. Change for June 35%. Bittorrent figure for July 2025. Before all else cost at $0.266. Excessive costs Python 29, while low cost Izan 251. The arrived at the midpoint of cost Python 269. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's ends Pasnian 27. Change for July 15%. Bittorrent cost expectation for August 2025. Before all else cost at $0.27. Excessive cost of van 335, while low costs buzzing at 217. The arrived at the midpoint of costs by CN 297. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's ends Zbuzane 313, change for August 15.9%. Bittorrent conjecture for September 2025. At the outset cost at $0.313. Excessive cost 14.313, while low costs in 254. The arrived at the midpoint of costs Maturin Twitate. Bittorrent cost conjecture toward the month's ends 19.273, change for September 12.8%. Bittorrent cost expectation for October 2025. Initially cost at $0.273. Excessive costs $273, while low costs in 219. The arrived at the midpoint of costs $257. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's ends by 236. Change for October 13.6%. Bittorrent figure for November 2025. Initially cost at $0.236. Excessive costs in 265, while low costs in 231. The arrived at the midpoint of costs by 245. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's end in 248. Change for November 5.1%. Bittorrent cost expectation for December 2025. To start with cost at $0.248. Exorbitant cost 248, while low costs 205. The found the middle value of cost yen. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's end in 22. Change for December 11.3%. Bittorrent gauge for January 2026. To start with cost at $0.22. Exorbitant costs at 22, while low costs 184. The found the middle value of cost 26. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's end 198. Change for January 10%. Bittorrent cost expectation for February 2026. In the first place, cost at $0.198. Exorbitant costs 246, while low costs around 198. The found the middle value of cost of 218. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's end 200. Change for February 16.2%. Bittorrent gauge for Walk 2026. In the first place, cost at $0.200. Exorbitant costs by Real, while low costs for Zone 179. The found the middle value of cost or Suet. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's end Zuiznan 193. Change for Spring 16.1%. As to BTT expectation for April 2024. First and foremost cost at 630,911.39 coins. Exorbitant cost 840.70,457.63, while low 588,235.29. The found the middle value of cost